welcome all the devotees for the Sunday morning program at Sajjapur Center. So we have today great opportunity or fortune to have His Grace Kripamoye Gauranga Prabhu class. So let's welcome Prabhuji by chanting 3 times Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hope Prabhuji needs no introduction. However, would like to say Prabhuji is main instrumental in coming up this center, apart from Guru Gate as well as Harlow Center. Welcome, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 Narayana Namaskritya. Narayana Namaskritya. Dharam Chaiva Narottamam. Dharam Chaiva Narottamam. Devim Saraswati Vyasam. Devim Saraswati Vyasam. Tato Jayamudire. Tato Jayamudire. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. Bhagavati Uttama Shloke. Bhagavati Uttama Shloke. Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiki. Bhakti Bhavati Naishtiki. We will read from Bhagavatam today. It's a topic of hearing. What is hearing in Sanskrit? Shravanam. But actually, hearing is actually not Shravanam. Shravanam means attentive hearing or attentive listening. It is not just hearing. Iskan. You hear from this kan and read from this kan. So it's Iskan. Right? So people think like that, but that's actually not hearing. Hearing is attentive hearing. That's Shravanam. So we'll actually hear more about Shravanam. How does it really help us? Nice to see so many people in the morning, because this is actually the real charge, battery getting charged for the whole week. Otherwise, halfway in the week, I remember way back in the 1990s, the devotees used to tell us, can you come every day to the temple? I said, we are very far away. There was only one temple that time. So it's so difficult for us to go. So at least attend the Sunday program, because Sunday you get charged. I just wondered, what is Sunday getting charged? What gets charged? So it was very funny, but then when the devotee started telling, you will realize it if you are not attending Sunday programs. I was like, okay, fine, let me see. Something happened, somebody came home and I was not ill. I couldn't go. I was 25-30 kilometers, so I couldn't go to the temple. Then that week, my chanting was not okay. I was thinking of, it's really required that we should actually follow Krishna consciousness. There are so many people in the world who are all still breathing, happy. Why I should actually follow all those things? Then I realized what he meant. Because the moment you actually get away from the association of devotees, Maya is waiting to tell us what you are doing is waste of time. Show me who has gone back to garden. Right? What has happened really? So then it becomes difficult for us to convince ourselves, leave alone telling others. So Sunday program is very, very important. If you can attend every day some form of Bhagavatam, which is what Srila Prabhupada is telling us in the Bhagavatam, we will see that. But at least for us, for Prabhupada, Acharya's Nityam Bhagavat Sevya. Prabhupada made the Nityam as regularly, at least 1 hour a day. And for us, all the devotees of ISKCON has made it once every Sunday. So at least that much, start with that. Then you can come to Nityam. Okay? But before we start, we'll actually pray to the spiritual masters so that we all get empowered to hear and progress in spiritual life. Om Ajnanandasya Jnananjana Chakshurudritamena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manavishtam Sakitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Ramayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Bhagavatam Shri Guru Vaishnavamsha Cha Shri Rupam Sarjatam Sarkanam Tam Sajivam Sarvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Radha Sarganita Shri Shakhanamsha Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Swami Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Prachayine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshavarine Jai Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagapate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurani Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Pancha Kalparudesha Kripa Sindhu Devacha Patinana Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Jai Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. As I said, actual hearing is very simple. It is just not useless hearing. Shravanam really means attentive hearing or attentive listening. It's one of the 9 processes of devotional service. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Shravanam, Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakyam, Atmanivedanam. All these 9 processes are equally important, right? Who perfected by Shravanam? Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj, because of he was instrumental for us to get Bhagavatam. This Bhagavatam was always in the heavenly planets, not there in our material. So, even if you perfect one of these things, by Shravanam alone, you keep hearing all the time, you will actually make progress, you will actually come to perfection. Of course, we cannot be focused on only one, so Prabhupada gave us all the 9 processes. All the 9 processes of devotion service, and gave a sandwich program. That whatever you are doing, you do that, also add Krishna consciousness. Eventually, Krishna consciousness becomes your main thing. And your work, your hobby, everything becomes secondary. As long as we keep our priorities first and Krishna consciousness next, going back to Krishna or seeing Krishna face to face, it's actually far-fetched. It will not happen so easily. So we have to slowly change. We are not ready because Krishna is asking us, Sarvadharma Prajaja, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. Leave everything, whatever you know about. Just surrender it to me. So that stage is not easy. But all of us have to come to that stage. Right? If you don't come to the stage and you don't aspire to come to the stage, then you can have a life but not Krishna. You will not be Krishna. Right? So this is very important. Now, Shravanam means 2 things. One is chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Attentively hearing this Hare Krishna mantra, whatever you can, at least, Prabhupada says at least 16 rounds. If you say that, I want to love Krishna, show that love by chanting 16 rounds. Don't chant 16 rounds, at least chant 1 round, at least whatever you can. And then hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Both are Shravanam, right? But many times people only chant Hare Krishna mantra, but they don't hear Srimad Bhagavatam sufficiently, right? What is the source of all knowledge? Who is the source of all knowledge? Krishna. The holy name and Krishna are not different, so holy name also is the source of all knowledge. So if you keep chanting Hare Krishna mantra, you will come to the same stage of hearing from Srimad Bhagavatam. However, it will take a long time. Why? Because it's not easy to chant Hare Krishna. Satatam Kirtanam. All the time you have to chant Krishna's name. What do we do? 16 rounds done. Mala sleeps, I'll be happy. What is the match score and things like that. So we have to get into other activities which is not directly Krishna conscious. That is not okay. Then it will take many lifetimes. Right? Now, the names have, how can some, actually there was a study which was done, not a study but I heard it as a story basically, whether real or not, but it does convey the meaning. The names have effect. Right? The holy names have an effect. There was an atheist who actually was, who attended a class and he asked the speaker, how can names have effect? So names have effect because we have chanted and it has changed our way of thinking of like everything. He said, no, I don't believe it. Okay, fine. Then this fellow, this preacher actually got on from the stage and then went near the this guy and called him by name and started scolding him, father, mother, everything. Okay? So this fellow got irritated like anything. He came and said, how dare you call me like this? So he said, what did I do? I was just vibrating some number, name, sound. Why are you getting affected? He said, like, because you are actually calling me. You are calling my name because I identify me with my name, and you are calling me father, mother, that. So that's irritating to me. I can't accept it. That if you getting irritated just because I called you, why can't Krishna get happy when I call him lovingly? Yes. So God's name has powers. So this is called, every vastu has Shakti. Okay? You have fire, right? You glorify fire. Oh, so wonderful, because without you I will not get heat and things like that. Or you say mad fire, all these things that you actually criticize the fire. If you put your hand, what will happen? It will still burn. Same with knife, whether it's in the doctor's hand or in the thief's hand, knife will still work the same way. Right? This is called Vastu Shakti. Right? Same thing. Poison, right? You can actually have poison. I'm not asking you to have poison. If you take poison into consideration, glorify poison or criticize poison, poison will still have the same effect. Okay? So similarly, the holy name, whether you chant the holy name in the kind of a criticism way, or in the loving way, or in any other way, it will still have effect. However, if you understand all these things and chant in the wrong way, it will have a bad effect. Like Ajamila was chanting the holy name of the Lord without understanding the power of holy name. Then it will work. But if you understand the power, that means you all understood now because I already spoken. Right? If you understand the power of the holy name and chant in the wrong way, then it creates reverse effect, not the positive effect. Now, how do we transform ourselves by chanting Hare Krishna mantra? What is this transformation all about? What really happens if you really follow Krishna consciousness? That's why we're going to see today, because Prabhupada said hearing is the most important aspect of the nine process of devotion service. Why is it so important? We'll see that. But before that, who gave this information or knowledge to all of us? Who gave? Krishna gave, or who gave to you? Devotees gave. And for devotees who gave, their Guru Maharaj, then Prabhupada. Ultimately, in this world, Prabhupada gave us. So we should actually hear more about Prabhupada first, to understand who this Prabhupada is. Why is he telling us what we are to do? If you actually have faith in Prabhupada, if you understand who Prabhupada is, then whatever he does, you feel like following it. If you love a person, then you feel like following that person carefully. Not in an irritating way, in a nice way, right? So let's understand who Prabhupada is. So again, if you want to know Prabhupada, you should know where he is coming from, who is he, things like that. So that you have to go to Lord Chaitanya. In a day of Brahma, Krishna comes once in the Dwapara. That we have heard, right? So what is the timeline? Once every day of Brahma, Krishna comes. So the immediate Kali Yuga, Lord Chaitanya comes. So anyone can guess how long is that time that Lord Chaitanya comes once in a day of Brahma? What does it mean? What is the time? Okay, I will not make you. 8.64 billion years. You know 4 times that is of this Kali Yuga. So 4 times that is 1 Mahayuga. 1000 such Mahayugas. 12 hours of Brahma. 12 hours is 9. So 4.32 billion years is 1 day of Brahma. 9 to take. That is 8.64 billion years. Once Lord Chaitanya appears. And he stays for 48 years. And they are so fortunate he appeared only 500 years ago. How fortunate you have to be. Where is 8.64 billion years? Can you imagine? It is so tough. That means we are all very fortunate. If we accept this path. If we don't accept this path, doesn't make much difference. Right? Now, he came to give us Krishna Prema through the mode of chanting Hare Krishna Mantra. Because it's a very, very rare thing. It's not easy. In other ages, you can't get Krishna Prema. You can get liberated, you can go to Vaikuntha, but not becoming mad after Krishna. Like who the Gopis were. That is not possible. That is actually practically not at all possible. But Lord Chaitanya came and gave it as if he is distributing Son Papri or something. Like, please take, everybody take. Oh, you are not qualified, come, please take. it was so difficult for people to understand in other ages. How can Lord Chaitanya distribute it like this? But Lord Chaitanya distributed. We will not get into that, the miracle of Lord Chaitanya today, but understand that he gave us this. And this is the highest perfection the living entity can get. Beyond even going to Vaikuntha. That is what Lord Chaitanya has come to give us. Now, after he came, other acharyas also came. Like Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, then Baldev Bhushan, then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. All of them came and wrote a lot of books explaining the concept of Krishna consciousness in a perfect way. Yeah, they gave us every book which is required, but everything is written in Sanskrit, in Bengali. Okay, nothing in English. None of them actually touched English except Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. The whole Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, which is the disciplic tradition that we follow, this was set in motion by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All of them came, wrote everything. But still this Krishna consciousness had not spread across the world. Then who came? The Senapati Bhakta, the Srila Prabhupada, who is the commander-in-chief of Sankirtan army of Lord Chaitanya. He appeared 1896. And when he appeared, what did he do? He took all these books and translated it into English, so that it will be easy for everybody to actually pick up and become Krishna conscious. Everybody to accept. For example, Lord Chaitanya say, imagine he is distributing the holy name in Bengali. Still in Bengali also Hare Krishna is Hare Krishna only, okay? But not many people would know across the world. So he made it available in a language that everybody can get. Yeah? Now, it is said in the Shastras, if somebody actually reads all the Shastras, gain all the knowledge possible, what is the fruit of that? You have to meet a pure devotee of the Lord. That is the fruit. Because by reading the Shastras, you can't get Krishna. Because Krishna is actually the property of the pure devotees of the Lord. Like the gopis. Outside Vrindavan, who is the boss? Aham Sarvasya Prabhu, Matta Sarvam Prabhu. Krishna is the boss. Inside Vrajadam, who is the boss? Srimad Radharani, the gopis, they are the boss. Whatever they say, Krishna will listen. No questions asked. No Shastras included. No regulative principles. Gopis tell I want this, Krishna does it. So Krishna is like a toy in their hands. Whatever they tell, he does. That means he is the property of the gopis, he is the property of the pure devotees. Now, they have Krishna and they can give Krishna to us. One time, there was long back in 1970s, Srila Prabhupada was sitting with all the disciples in a life member's house, and there was a little girl by name Saraswati. Saraswati happens to be Manti Mataji's daughter. She was very cute, very small, maybe 3-4 years, and she would be with the devotees all the time. And this life member actually gave Srila Prabhupada a small video of Krishna, very small video. So Prabhupada wanted to play with Saraswati because all of them were talking to each other, but Saraswati was all alone. So Prabhupada called Saraswati and said, Saraswati, you want Krishna? And Saraswati said, yes, give me. So he actually took it and put it in. And he passed it on to somebody else. So it went on around, and then she started asking, give me, and he showed both hands. Krishna was not there. So all of them got into the mood. So all of them started asking, Saraswati, where is Krishna? Where is Krishna? So she used to run behind each person and then say, you have Krishna. So they would prove Krishna was not there. So it went on like that. She got a little emotional. She was finding it very difficult to accept that she's getting played around, or what is this? Ragged. Ragged is a very heavy word, but they are playing, right? And she was about to cry. But that time, all of them said, who has Krishna? Who has Krishna? Like that. And Saraswati was quiet sometime and then turned around and said, Prabhupada has Krishna. And Prabhupada did like this and Krishna was there. Okay? And all the devotees were sitting there, they realized that it is true. Prabhupada is with Krishna. Right? And Prabhupada can give us Krishna if he requests. And then Saraswati went there, Prabhupada gave greeting, she took and ran away. So, we have to understand that Srila Prabhupada is not an ordinary person. He came to give us Krishna. But how did he give us Krishna? What are his contributions? Let's see, because when you become grateful to Prabhupada for what he has given us, then you become grateful for what we are getting in life. So what did he give us? He came to give us the holy names, definitely. He spread the holy name. Although Lord Chaitanya predicted that everybody will chant Hare Krishna, but that whole prophecy had not actually been successful. It actually happened only because Prabhupada came in. Sankirtan, bhajans, all so sweet. Some of the devotees, the harmonium they play, it's so sweet to hear. It's so wonderful. So he gave the holy names to us. Then obviously ISKCON temples, so wonderful. The deities are all amazing. The way they are dressed, Radha Madhav, Radha Shyamsundar, very very cute. So very fortunate. I mean, sometimes you wonder if people do not have eyes, how would they see these personalities? So amazing, so beautiful. Each deity actually has their own charm, right? And the global devotees, even in this center, you will find if you actually attach Jagannath Baladev and Radha Madhav, they will start interacting. So you will actually start getting. I've seen so many people doing that in Sheshalipura, coming telling me, oh, I had this problem and this has happened. I went and told Jagannath that Jagannath did something that I'm so attached to Jagannath now. I can't leave him and go anywhere because the interaction starts. So all these deities are wonderful. Who gave Prabhupada gave us this? Obviously, whatever is the how much ever you talk, end of the day, this has to come. If this is not there, no program. Right? Krishna Prasadam. It is so different. You can order from any other place and take it, but Krishna Prasadam has its own class. Many of us actually have got attached to Krishna consciousness because of Prasadam. I was one of them. Right? It's amazing Prasadam. And you wouldn't have known. If you had been in your own culture like Maharashtrian culture or Hindi culture or a Tamil culture, Telugu culture, you have got the same Pongal, Purification and all those stuff, right? Now you get pasta, pizza, name it. All of them come in, especially Prabhupada appearance, they have this kachori and all those things. So many things are there and then you eat. If you are staying in your own home, you don't know about it. So this is all of us. They are wonderful devotees we have. So many wonderful devotees across all ISKCON temples. And they come to remind us of how to remember Krishna. Right? Make us remember Krishna, that our goal of life is to go back to Krishna, so don't get stuck up here, don't actually spend too much time here and things like that. And I should not. Otherwise, no one is there to remind us. Right? Someone has to remind us. Krishna says Sarvadam Paditeja, but who reminds us? Devotees only. So these wonderful devotees, we should actually be thankful to Prabhupada that is given to us. And ultimately, Krishna conscious culture, we have the Aarti, right? Otherwise, what we have done, put some TV and somebody on Bollywood will be dancing here and there, and then you actually waste of time. But if there are these wonderful classes, then Abhishekam, festivals, Rath Yatra is coming very soon, right? Be prepared to actually go and greet Jagannath. So Rath Yatra, deity worship, then Tulsi worship. Who would have thought like if someone go around the plant, right? Okay, you put something, and I've seen some people in Karnataka putting all this coffee powder and all in Tulsi minus. Someone told me, put coffee powder. Use coffee powder, the Tulsi plant will come next week. Wow, even Tulsi plant didn't come. Okay, but I was wondering, like, how can that be possible? But people are so mad, they don't understand what it is, how to respect Tulsi Maharani, they have no clue. But this all Prabhupada gave us how to worship, how to become, how to come to the mode of goodness and worship the Lord. Amazing. But most important is Srila Prabhupada books. Really important. Why is it so important? All this, the 5 categories I spoke about, right? If these all, they're not there at all, gone, everything is wiped out because of tsunami or whatever is called. If the books are there, again these 5 things will come up. Because Prabhupada has given everything in every book, whatever is required. But these 5 are there, but Prabhupada books are not there. They can't bring the books back. Now, the books are the most important, right? Interesting about Prabhupada books is, it appears to me like Lord Chaitanya planned everything in the right time. Why did Prabhupada not appear earlier? Why only about 100 years back? Why? Is it actually the time he was supposed to appear? Yes, he was supposed to appear in the right time. But why? Because Prabhupada, Krishna empowered the Britishers. The Britishers went and conquered all over the world and introduced English as a language. Everywhere English was the first language. And then Prabhupada comes and translated it to English. So spreading like this. So the Lord's plan happened. So wonderful it is, right? So the revolution which has happened and Prabhupada did this. Again, sometimes people actually wonder if the goal of chanting Hare Krishna, Lord Chaitanya came to give us Hare Krishna, right? What is the goal of Kali Yuga? Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama Kevalam, Kalo Nasya, Nasya, Nasya. The holy name of the Lord is the only thing which will work, which will work, which will work. No other process will not work, not work, not work, not work. Okay, that means holy name only. Holy name is Krishna, right? Why I should read books? Every fourth chant the holy name and serve Krishna. Why? Why should I read Srimad Bhagavatam or hear Srimad Bhagavatam? Why is it so important? Sometimes many people say, they come and tell me in the temple, oh, 8th standard also I have not passed. The books are irritating to me. How do I actually understand all these things? Like you give so many big shlokas and all things like that. I just chant Hare Krishna. It's okay. Then they'll come and ask me, Prabhu, I'm not able to focus on chanting at all. So you only tell you want to chant Hare Krishna. Right? You chant Hare Krishna, no, you are not able to focus. Then it comes to the remedy. How to chant Hare Krishna properly. Now, understanding this, right? The goal of chanting Hare Krishna is, the goal of life is chanting Hare Krishna, fine. Who all can chant Hare Krishna mantra? Everybody can chant that. That is, atheists can also chant. You tell them, someone who is an atheist, but he tells them Hare Krishna, give them prasadam, say Hare Krishna and take it. But they will not know what it is. Mayavadis can also chant Hare Krishna, but they want to become one with Krishna or one with God. Right? Karmis also chant Hare Krishna because Hare Radhe Radhe. So these are things that they do. This is all Karmis. They worship the Lord for getting something benefit. They are not actually really worshipping the Lord. And devotees like Sadhaka Bhakta, they also chant Hare Krishna. But the mood is different. Right? And pure devotees, pure Vaishnavas also chant Hare Krishna. Who do you think Krishna likes the most? Pure Vaishnavas. Yes, Krishna likes, because they please Krishna so much by their chanting. It's just like I make some rabdi or some kheer, very sweet, very wonderful, and add some fine sand in this. Okay? And offer it, right? Then what do you feel? When you start eating, I had something else in my mind, but there's something else, right? This is what it is. Even we devotees actually are not focused on chanting. Many times it goes all over the place. Array, credit card, you then cut that fellow is fantastic. And so many things you think about chanting. When chanting, you not think about Krishna. After that, finish rounds, right? Oh, Krishna is so nice. Right? Something, but what would Krishna think? Arey, kisko bulaya? Mereko bulaya? I don't know who I call, but that's what it is. Because everybody commits aparadha. Aparadha means something which takes you away from Krishna. It irritates Krishna so much. So he doesn't want us to chant like that. He wants us to chant in the pure way, like the pure Vaishnavas. So, how do we come to that stage of pure Vaishnavas? That's actually the conversation. As I said, the holy name is the source of transcendental knowledge. When you chant Hare Krishna mantra constantly, you will come to the pure stage. But Satatam Kirtayantoma, all the time one should chant Hare Krishna mantra, not that instead of you will keep it. No. You can do service right after service is done. Don't go on and say Kesa hai, Kesa ta. No, all these things are not required. Just keep chanting Hare Krishna. You know, like Akichan Das Prabhuji Maharaj, Sri Prabhupada God brother. He would continuously chant Hare Krishna mantra. If he is not chanting Hare Krishna mantra, he will do Kirtan. Only these two, nothing else. They are very, very focused only in this. Nothing else would do. If we can be like that, then we can get this whole thing. But most of us actually are talented, we know. We have some amount of literacy. Right? We know that we are learned, and if you are learned, then you should actually read Sri Prabhupada books or hear about Sri Prabhupada in these books. Because if you don't do that, then it's very, very difficult for us to understand how to chant Hare Krishna. Just like the Mayavadis also chanting, but their chanting is actually not pleasing Krishna. So the goal of life is to please Krishna, not just to chant Hare Krishna. We have to please Krishna by chanting Hare Krishna, then actually get the benefit. Getting it? Now, Prabhupada books actually are his personal ecstasy. He has Krishna and he can give Krishna to everybody. How do we get Krishna from Prabhupada? That's his books. That's actually the basis that we are going to talk about. Now, you all have heard about Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttama, Adhikari. Anybody here who doesn't know what Kanishta, Adhikari, Madhyama, Adhikari, Uttama, Adhikari is? Okay. See, basically, when you come to Krishna consciousness, we follow certain rules and regulations. We have been asked to chant Hare Krishna mantra, follow the four elephant principles and things like that. Okay, we'll find, but we have full faith in Krishna as God. But we don't actually respect the devotees so much. Okay, because the devotees know, okay, they are also like me only, right? So such a stage of Krishna consciousness is called Kanishta Adhikari. Kanishta means beginner. Okay, they don't respect anybody else except the deities. Right? If pure devotee of the Lord comes, they don't care. That's called Kanishta Adhikari. Madhyama Adhikari means someone who is in the middle step. That means they understand the deities, they understand the devotees, they respect the devotees. Right? They see the devotees actually are very dear to Krishna. If you please the devotees, Krishna will become happy. Right? So they have such a understanding. They actually spend time to learn the Shastras. What are the Shastras saying? How should I behave? They try to change everything, right? According to the Shastra. Now, in the Madhyamadikari stage, most of us should be at least in the Madhyamadikari stage. Because they will actually distinguish 4 things. One who is very envious, they will not talk to such a person. They will not associate. They will not even go and speak to such a person. They will just avoid them. One who is an elder, senior Vaishnava, they respect them, take guidance from them. They hear Krishna Katha from them, and that's how they make progress. And the third one is they are juniors or someone who actually is not envious, but they don't know who Krishna is. You go and tell them about Krishna. You tell them that Prabhupada wants us to chant Hare Krishna mantra, please come and attend the program is here, you will benefit, and things like that. That's called preaching. Sharing your Krishna consciousness with others, inspiring them to come to them. This is called preaching. And the fourth one is the deities. You see the deities and then engage. They don't preach to them. You don't actually take association with them. You respect them, sing their glories. These 4 you do, such a person is called Madhyamadikari. Then the topmost person, who is called Uttamadikari. Uttama means topmost. Such a person doesn't distinguish who is a devotee, who is a non-devotee. He feels everybody else is actually dear to Krishna except me. I'm so fallen that I can't chant Hare Krishna properly. Whenever they give me prasadam, I enjoy prasadam. I'm supposed to honor prasadam. I'm supposed to actually see the prasadam as mercy of Krishna. Right? I'm supposed to serve all the Vaishnavas. But everybody is serving me. So I'm so fallen. Even an ant actually is doing its duty, I am not able to do. So such a fallen feeling they have out of love for the Supreme Lord. That's called Uttamadikari. And when you come to the stage of Uttamadikari, Krishna actually starts interacting with you directly in person. Till then, no. Till then, it's more like you have to have faith, and in that faith, you have to actually serve Krishna. Getting it? So these are the 3 things. But all of us are not in the Kanishta stage, not in the Madhyama stage, not in the Uttama stage. We are a mix of that. Sometimes all of us, as we make progress, we may be 5% Uttamadikari. We may be chanting very nicely, but we may be actually having difficulty in relationship with devotees. Maybe we find fault with them. Why can't you chant doing this? You are disturbing my chanting. Right? Sometimes we actually have these kind of difficulties. Or for that matter, prasadam, we say, who cooked this? Not good at all. So we find all the things. Krishna has actually given us something, we can actually accept it, or it isn't take it. Say, Naman, come here. Some fault we find. Fault finding is nature for us. We do that. So these all actually comes in the Kanishta stage or Madhyama stage. Right? So we have maybe 20% Kanishta. We may be very good in chanting Hare Krishna mantra and giving lectures and all, but we may be actually, we may not be able to control our senses. We may become very angry suddenly. Right? We may be angry with others. That means you have the Kanishta stage for getting angry. So we will have different dice in Kanishta, Madhyama and Uttama. We have to move all the dice to Uttamadikari. Then you can see Krishna. That means 100% you have become Uttama. That means when you come to the stage of 100% Uttamadikari, you will become pure. You are pure and Krishna will interact. Getting it? So some people may be 80% Uttamadikari but may still have some Kanishta, some weakness. So we have to understand how to get over it. That's why we need Prabhupada. Very, very important. I took a couple of shlokas from Prabhupada books to show us how important it is to read Prabhupada books or hear Prabhupada books. Only then we'll actually make progress. So this shloka is very nice. Let's read so that I will not speak so much. Sleeping is our pastime in Bhagavatam class. Pure for insomnia. Shri Prahad Vacha Tirna Krishne Bharato Satova Vito Vipatye Dagraha Pratana Vedanta Gobir Vishatam Samishram Punah Punascharvita Charvananam. So very interesting. I'll read the translation then we'll talk about it. Prahlad Maharaj replied, because of their uncontrolled senses, Persons too addicted to materialistic life make progress toward hellish conditions and repeatedly chew that which has already been chewed. Their inclinations toward Krishna are never aroused, either by the instructions of others, by their own efforts, or by combination of both. Very interesting. Actually, this comes in the 7th canto. Hiranyakashipu is actually talking to Prahlad's teachers, that is Chandanamaka. He is asking them, why is my son actually become a so-called Vaishnava? He is actually talking about my enemy stories. Like what has happened, how did we teach him all these things? That we don't know how he learned. So immediately he asked Prahlad Maharaj, who taught you all these things? And he didn't say, Narad Muni. And he only did. No, he didn't say that. He responded back like this, that because of their uncontrolled senses, he is actually referring to his own father, Daddy, but I'm not telling you Daddy, but then he said, your uncontrolled senses, this person who addicted to materialistic life, make progress towards hellish conditioning, he will go to hell, but not in a direct way, but indirectly. And repeatedly chew that which has already been chewed. Right? Everybody, our grandfather did the same thing, they married, they had children, same thing, they saw the same thing, maybe TV was not there, something else was there. Then our fathers actually started doing the same thing, they ate the same kind of dishes, whatever we are eating here, they also ate the same thing. Then they watched TVs, nowadays actually have smartphone, we watch the same thing again and again. Puna charita charanana. You take sugar cane, then bite and then throw it, somebody takes and bite it and throw it. Is there any use in that? Nothing. So it's waste of time. Such people who are attached to this kind of a life, right? For such people, if you go and preach to them, or they read Prabhupada books on their own, or combination of both, they cannot get Krishna at all. They will not be interested in Krishna consciousness. So if we are also attached to uncontrolled senses, you are not able to control your senses, no matter whatever you try, you can't have Krishna's name. You will feel very disturbed. Why is Krishna not giving you mercy? And you do what he is asking you to do first, then he will do what he wants to do. So this is a very important aspect because we have to understand uncontrolled senses and materialistic way of life. If you have, then whatever you hear in the class or somebody telling you or you trying on your own, you will not make progress. So you have to start thinking, am I getting attached somewhere? Am I doing something which is actually disturbing me? Right? So keep that in mind. Next. This is a very, very famous shloka from Kunti Maharani. Janmaishwarya Shruta Shrivir Vedamana Matapuman Daivarhati Adhidatum Vai Vamakinchana Gocharam. Kunti Maharani is saying when Krishna is leaving, going out of Hastinapur to Dwarka, she is telling this, my Lord, your Lordship can easily be approached, but only by those who are materially exhausted. One who is on the path of material progress, trying to improve himself with respectable parentage, great opulence, high education and bodily beauty, cannot approach you with sincere feeling. Very powerful shloka. We'll understand this from a very different angle, okay? All of us have come to Krishna consciousness somehow, right? So bhakti is costless. That means because of your endeavor, you did not come to bhakti. Somebody gave you charity of bhakti. Some Uttamadhikari or some devotee passed it on by Prabhupada's mercy, by Guru's mercy, we got Krishna consciousness. Now what we do in Krishna consciousness, the activities we do is because of the past karma. Janma, Aishwarya, Shruta, Shri. That means high parentage, great opulence, very good education, bodily beauty. We use this in Krishna's service. Okay? But we don't actually take shelter of the Lord. Whatever we do, we are doing because of past karma. There is a shloka, very nice shloka. Mukham karoti vachalam, pangum nangayani yet tripataham mande, Shri Guru Diyantarya, Paramananda Madhav, Shri Chaitanya Vishnu. So, mukham karoti vachalam, mukham means dumb, who can't speak. Such a person can give a class on Bhagavatam, he can speak. Or a lame person who can't walk, he can do Govardhan Parikram. Actually, it is like crossing the hill. Pangum Langayati Giri means hill. Such a person can cross over hill. Or someone lame can go Govardhan Parikram. Okay? This is all like mercy of Guru. Such a person's mercy comes, then you actually are very, very fortunate. Now, do we really actually pray to Guru for all this benefit? We don't, we just do our service, right? Imagine somebody is very beautiful, someone handsome boy or a very beautiful girl comes and then asks you some question, you will go out of the way to answer them. Imagine a beggar comes or some ugly girl comes and asks for some prasadam, are better one. So, right? Otherwise, you go carry it and give it. Mataji, are you happy? Please take next some more. Right? So that means if you are beautiful or handsome, you can get work done in this world. Everybody wants you. Right? That means you are using your talent. Past karma, talent. Imagine somebody comes who has no clue about singing. Right? And they say, they think like, hello, who let the ass inside? Right? The fellow praying and Nana. See, that means you are using, we actually recognize only talent, which is all past karma. But if the Guru tells you, please sing, and I have no clue, then you start praying to Guru, say, I don't know, I'm not qualified for doing this seva. Then you actually do it, you sing. That is Hukam Karti Vacha. So we have to be materially exhausted. Kunti Maharaj is saying you should be materially exhausted. Only then you will actually surrender to the Lord. You have to take more, come out of your comfort zone. Don't be in your comfort zone in Krishna consciousness. Do more service to Krishna. Take us something. I know the book distribution happens. They say you have to distribute 500 books. Right? Last year 500 books. This year you have to do 1,500 Mr. Prabhu. I couldn't do it. 1,000 impossible. They will do it anyways. You do 500, 600 the same. Take more. Then keep praying to Krishna. Pray to Prabhupada. That is actually material exhaustion. Your talent is not going to help you. You have a child at home. Prabhuji is telling you attend all the programs, things like that. I'm not able to manage everything. Bhakti Vaibhav also is there. Class I have to give. So many things are there. And then what do you do? Take shelter of Guru. Take shelter of Prabhupada. I can't do this. I'm exhausted. Please help me. Then only you actually, when you in that stage call out Krishna's name, Krishna will do it. Not when you are comfortable. This is what Smriti Maharaj is saying. Where do you get this information from Prabhupada? You would never know if simply chant Hare Krishna mantra. So then how do we actually chant Hare Krishna mantra to come to the stage of Uttamadhikari? This is actually the example that you can see. If you have too much of education, right, talent is there, can give a nice class. This is because of my past talent I'm able to speak like this. But imagine Guru Maharaj comes and says, hey, come here, you have to actually talk to all the GBCs. Okay, GBCs are sitting, you have to give a class to them, and will go. GBCs are ordinary people I can talk to. GBCs, they all know everything. Then you get scared, then you have to take shelter. This is materially getting exhausted. Right? We have to come to the stage. If you are in a comfort zone, you will never actually pray to Krishna. Sometimes we will say it's Krishna's mercy, Krishna's mercy. But actually speaking, you are just being grateful, that's all. But you are not actually really surrendering to Krishna. It's Krishna's mercy I'm doing. But you are doing your talent only, nothing else. Imagine you are a great cook. 50 people chuck you do so much. Mataji, you are so wonderful. This kind of dishes I have never eaten. Suddenly Prabhuji comes and says, oh, some 50 devotees are coming and 100 devotees are coming today. You need some more prasadam. Can you make some? Can you cook for 200 people? How many of you will be in anxiety? Most of us. We get scared. You will tell them, go, I have to cook, no. Then they eat and then they feel bad, then what do I tell and things like that, right? We get scared. That is where you will actually should take shelter of. When you have to do a service which is beyond your talent, that is when you surrender to Guru. That is what she is saying. Then you have to be materially exhausted. Only then when you actually call out, then Krishna responds. Till then Krishna will say, okay, you are happy. Look at Draupadi. She had all the talent. She used her talent to protect herself. But when she was not able to use her talent to protect herself against Dushasana, she screamed out Krishna's name. In fact, Satyabhama was very scared. Like, what are you doing this? You are not going, she's calling you, but she's holding on her own talent. She is not surrendering to me. So Krishna will not come to us even if you chant unless he will come to us. This is what Prabhupada is actually sharing Krishna to us. This is how we have to go. This is a trick. His purpose are his personal ecstasies. He has Krishna in his heart. He is giving to us. Getting it what I'm saying? Now, all of us, all the conditioned souls will hit a glass ceiling, meaning we will do things on our own. If you are in Krishna consciousness, you will come to a stage, whatever you are doing also you can't do, eventually. My brother came and told me one time, I have done Parigram of gold and so many times. Now I'm 53, 54. I'm finding it very difficult. Halfway through I'm so tired. I'm not able to go around. Krishna will put you into that condition. Because you are not taking any risk for Krishna, then Krishna puts you to this on his own. You can't do it, then you feel like, no, I want to do Govardhan Parikrama. No, you will not be allowed to do Parikrama. So, my Lord, please, Govardhan, please help me, I want to do Parikrama. Then you surrender. Yeah, whatever you have been doing for long, because you are not ready to take more risks for Krishna, then Krishna puts you to this. Because you are sincerely asking him that I want to come back. He has to do that. Because his purification has to happen. This Kashnishra, Madhima, everything has to go to Uttamadhikari. Then how will he actually do it? He puts you to that condition. We should not run away from the condition. That is why it is always said, please attend these kind of programs. In the morning, Sunday morning, the wonderful program that he's actually set it up. It's very nice. You do it, attend it slowly, actually you will learn all these things. Otherwise you will never know all these things on your own. Yeah? Now, Srila Prabhupada is so kind, he is giving us Krishna. Shukadeva Goswami introduces Krishna in the 10th canto. You finish all the other incarnations, come there, I'll tell you who is Krishna. He is the son of Nanda and Yashoda and all those stuff he does. But Prabhupada introduces Krishna in the first canto, first chapter, first verse itself. Every purport has Krishna. The essence of Krishna consciousness is there in every purport. You pick up any purport, it is there. Because Krishna, Prabhupada wants to give Krishna to us as soon as possible. And we are not ready. We don't understand all this. Purport means that I didn't know this. Okay, yeah. Then you will hear from the devotees, then they will understand. Because Krishna gives us to the parampara. Then you get realization. Wow, this also can meet that. Okay, thank you, thank you. So that's how we actually make progress. So every day, whatever we do before chanting, thank the Lord that you have given me opportunity to chant Hare Krishna. Let me chant Hare Krishna nicely. Any activity you do, starting your work, cooking, ask the Lord, I don't think I can really please you the way I'm cooking. Please help me cook the best that you like. So when you actually start putting into this, that is what is that akinchana gochana. That means I am not qualified for anything. It's your benediction that I am able to do this. But this should not be superficial. Sometimes most of us, I do is, it's all Krishna's mercy, it's all Guru's mercy. But it's just my own talent I'm using. It's my past karma. Where I have taken shelter of Guru or Prabhupada, and then I'm trying to do this. Right? We should start thinking about that. I'm in the right path. I'm really doing this. I'm really standing to Guru. When you actually do that, then yourself, your heart will transform so much. This is how Prabhupada actually gives Krishna. Now, taking shelter of Prabhupada books will definitely get Krishna. But Prabhupada is telling that don't just read it. Study it. Each word will actually have so much of meaning. That's why we are getting into it. Right? Superficial read, okay, Prahlad Maharaj said something that it said, you are a rascal, I am actually a devotee, and things like that, you will go over. But that's not actually the truth. Much more than that. Now, Prabhupada says, Krishna also mentioned the Bhagavatam, Shukadeva also mentioned, everybody can be delivered. Everybody, devotees, non-devotees, karmis, everybody can be delivered. But there is a qualification. What is the qualification? This is in the purport of second Canto 8 chapter, right? Text verse purport. Even the non-devotees hovering under the spell of material energy can be delivered from such clutches if they hear the narration of the Srimad Bhagavatam with devotion and attention from the right source representing the Lord by disciplication. By disciplication means parampara. You have to hear from a devotee coming in the parampara, Gaudiya Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. There may be somebody else who actually speaks Krishna Katha very nicely, but they are not part of your Sampradaya, so you respect them but don't hear from them. If you hear from them, someone has to make you unlearn it in the parampara, because the paramparas are very connected to Krishna. If any other paramparas, examples, anything you add into this, that becomes rasabas, means mixed. You have very good sambar or some something in there, add some ghee into it and take it. How will it be? Awesome. Right? Don't do that. Focus on Sampradaya. Prabhupada given just stick on to that. That is the satisfaction. Hearing from the right source. Somebody representing that. More important than that is, you have to actually have devotion and attention in hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. Many a time what happens, we will have attention for some time. Then, this kind of sleep I will never get anywhere. Maybe something. Just that will not rule. But otherwise we sitting very nice. Then, Mahaprasade, so then, such a thing will not actually purify you. That is why Prabhupada would give short like 1 hour, because our attention span is too less. We all need attention, right? Devotion will be there. That's why actually we always have it, the class in front of the deities or the pictures, because once in a while you can see the Lord and say, thank you my Lord, I would never know all these things. Because of you, Parampara, actually this knowledge is coming to me. Let it go into my heart and sink in. Let me not use the ISKCON. Let's not do the ISKCON stuff, right? Here it just goes out and I don't even practice it in life. Don't do that. So, Prabhupada is actually sharing through his purpose the secret of becoming Uttama Adhyayik. Right? Let's continue. Again, question people ask is, okay, attention and all things, but how long should I do? I have become a pure devotee. Now why I should do this? Right? Prabhupada says in the purport, one should continue such hearing till the end of one's life, so that one can actually have the transcendental association of the Lord and thus be liberated simply by hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. We all know Srimad Bhagavatam is the literary incarnation of Krishna. So next is Krishna only, Bhagavatam. But we are not able to see Krishna in Bhagavatam. So when you continue this till the end of life, the same Srimad Bhagavatam will transform into your Krishna. If you are worshipping Madhav, Radha Madhav, you get Radha Madhav. If you are worshipping Radha Shyam Sundar, you get Radha Shyam Sundar. This will happen. But you have to do it till the end of life. Right? Nityam Bhagavad Sevya, but we are very fortunate. Prabhupada is giving regularly once in a day. So once in a day at least we should do it. Now, how does Krishna help? What does it do? For example, I said, I want to control my senses, but I am not able to control my senses. I am struggling hard. I am praying to Krishna, but nothing is happening. I want to read Bhagavatam. I want to attend this Mangala program. And then I thought about it this next Sunday. I will definitely start at 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock program, right? 6 o'clock I will start chanting with him. Then we wake up at 6:30 and say, yeah, I'll be here. Right? Then actually plan and come for 7:45. अरे यार तो हो गया ना 6 o'clock नहीं गया अभी 7:30 गया तो 8 o'clock गया तो वही प्रसाद मिलेगा मेरे को. I will come here. I will आराम से go. Right? Because anyways prasad has to be taken. Very important. Krishna is a form of food that no one objects. Everything else we have our own considerations. Right? But how does Krishna help? Let's discuss this. This from second canto, 8th chapter. These are the benedictions of Parikshit Maharaj. Parikshit Maharaj is telling this very amazing thing. Shrunmata Shraddhaya Nityam Granatascha Sveteshitam Kalena Nati Dirgena Bhagavan Vishate Hargadi. Persons who hear Srimad Bhagavatam regularly, there in the shloka Nityam is mentioned. And Prabhupada translated as regularly and are always taking the matter very seriously. Whatever we are hearing in Bhagavatam class, we are taking it very seriously. We will have the personality of God, Sri Krishna, manifested in their hearts within a short time. This is Parikshit Maharaj telling. It's not the teacher giving. The student who is realized is telling this. So that means the process will work. Right? You have to hear Srimad Bhagavatam regularly. Regularly means, actually Nitya means constant, always, Satatam. That's what is Nitya really means, eternally. But Prabhupada somehow actually taken everything, understand the Kali Yuga is called Nityam. They can sit for half an hour, it will be a great thing for us. So we made it as Nitya means regularly. And Prabhupada actually always taking the matter seriously, right? And we, because as I said in the beginning, it's once a week, but it's not sufficient. You have to do every day. Doesn't matter if you're not able to come here. You can hear Guru Maharaj's lecture or Prabhupada's lecture every day, at least 1 hour. This is not 1 hour. So this will make us transform. What will transform? And whatever you're hearing, you try to follow it. Many times you can't follow it. But if you keep hearing again and again, then you understand, hey, I have to follow this, right? I'm not able to follow. If you won't tell Guru, I'm not able to follow. Please help me. Then when you beg, then you will be empowered. Then you can follow. All of us, or even our spiritual masters, they did this. That's why they are in the position. No one actually is born as Prahlad Maharaj in day one. Right? Not easy, but it's possible. Short time. Dhyana means long time. Ati Dhyana means very long time. Na Ati Dhyana means no. Very short. Right? So that's how it is. Sanskrit poetry is very nice. So very short time you will see Krishna in your heart. But you need follow all this. One is attention and devotion. Every shloka has something like this, just not this much. But we keep hearing again and again, then it stays in our head. It stays in our consciousness. Now, Prabhupada in the purport mentions a very important thing. Cheap devotees or materialistic devotees of the Lord are very much desirous to see the Lord personally without making request qualification. Sometimes even devotee says, mercy milega, mercy milega. What mercy will give? Right? For now we eat this gulab jamun will go out. That's a mercy we can give. We can give prasadam, nothing more than that mercy. I can't make you chant Hare Krishna. You have to endeavor. Right? I can't make you understand Bhagavatam. You have to put your effort. Prasadam alone I can give you. If you want to take it. So that is actually your mercy, easy mercy, right? But don't be a cheap devotee. That Krishna will give me mercy, I will do anything and everything. No. You have to follow these things. Don't get attached too much to anybody. In fact, Krishna Kaviraj Goswami says, very interesting he says, if you want Lord Chaitanya, make sure that you get attached to Lord Chaitanya alone. Not even your family members. Nobody in this world, because nobody can be there with you. Only Lord Chaitanya will be there, only Krishna will be there. Be attached to them, him alone. And don't be attached to anybody. Keep distance. But that doesn't mean that you become very irresponsible and then don't show affection. Your family, you have to show affection. It's very important. You have to actually take care of them. All those things are there. But don't be attached. Attached means I am connecting to something, right? That means that thing becomes extended me. So I will force them to behave the way I want. And they will not. They are another person. They are different personalities. So when you force them, what happens? Is it kheer? Thank you. When you force a person so much, they will not listen. Correct? Then problem starts. That's why he's saying, why are you getting attached? If you're getting attached too much to that person, your spouse or your children or anybody for that matter, then Krishna has to put his Brahmastra to remove it. So he has to create such a situation that you have to forget that person. Then how does he do it? He will create problems with that spouse only. Spouse will behave in a way that they get irritated. Then only he will actually behave. See, Krishna does everything to save us. If you get attached, Vaikunta, Apraglo. Yeah, you say, my wife is nice, my son is nice, all the things you say here. But that's not what we gave for Krishna consciousness. Hey, you are so nice before I got married. Kaisa ho gaya. Oh, I am Durga Devi. Durga Devi means Durga Devi. You want to be a real man, be a lion at home. And wife will be Durga Devi. You stand on the lion, there is an answer to take. But why does Krishna do it? Because he wants us back. He wants us back. It's not because you don't like each other. Because Krishna doesn't want you people to get attached to each other so much. Attachment is only for Lord Chaitanya, not Krishna alone. Affection, you have to show for everybody. Is it clear? Responsibility is very important, but don't be attached. Because he has to take so much of headache to remove it. Getting it? Okay. Don't be a cheap devotee. Understand whatever is happening and then continue it. Next, what happens if you keep hearing Srimad Bhagavatam? What happens? This one. Prapishtah karna randrena svana bhava saroruham noti shamalam Krishna salilasya yatashara. The sound incarnation of Lord Krishna, the Supreme Soul, Srimad Bhagavatam, enters into the heart of a self-realized devotee, sits on the lotus flower of his loving relationship, and thus cleanses the dust of material association, such as lust, anger, and hankering. Thus, it acts like autumnal rains upon pools of muddy water. Parikshit Maharaj is telling this. This is what he felt. That's why he is actually giving this. What happens when you keep hearing Srimad Bhagavatam? This is the second canto only. Not in the 10th canto or anything. He just finished first canto from Shukadeva Goswami. First canto is nothing. First chapter alone of second canto only, Shukadeva Goswami talks to Parikshit Maharaj. Till then, Parikshit Maharaj find out who is going to speak to me and things like that. Right? 8 chapters, 7 chapters is finished. In 7 chapters, there is a realization. Then, how much he would actually focus Parikshit Maharaj. Because he was in tension. 7 days he is going to die. No fun. So, focus, attention, 24 hours is doing, then this is the effect. We action Bhagavatam class in a different mode altogether. Right? Then it will take time, it will happen, but it will take a long time. Dhyana only. Okay? Na ati dhyana, like that. Now here, amazing, Swanam. Prabhupada translated Swanam means a self-realized devotee. Actually the translation is that whatever your position is. All of us actually are accepting Krishna as the Supreme Lord, and we have established a relationship, some relationship. Beginning as Das or Dasi, basically a servant, right? Now in whatever condition you are in, he accepts that and starts cleaning the dust of material association, lust, anger, greed and all this stuff. We know we don't want it, but it's there, it doesn't leave us. Now this is a very important thing. Imagine actually shifting your house. You got all the boxes to the new house. You know you are all alone, you can't set it up. You ask for somebody's help. How many of you have gone into this kind of situation where you have taken help for arranging? Very nice. All of us, to some extent, we actually take help for arranging. When the person comes and then starts actually helping you, you will always see that there are certain things you are very, very attached to. For example, the money box or the DT paraphernalia. You don't want others to touch it. Right? You only want to take it. Because you are attached, you have some kind of trust, faith in that. Correct? Now you will tell them, Prabhu or Mataji, you please do all these things, you arrange the bed and all those stuff, but this box and that box you don't open, I will take care. They say, okay, fine. Krishna also does the same thing. Whatever you are attached and you don't want to let it go, you will not clear it. You will clear everything in your level, but you will not clear whatever you are very attached to. I am very attached to my husband, my wife. You don't want me to clean? No, I will take care. Okay, take care. Again you get attached. What is that? Again punarapi jana punarapi mara. Leave everything to the Lord. I am yours, my Lord. So what is mine? Nothing is mine. But it doesn't mean that actually you say, you gave, no, I will take. No. He will just make you purified. Krishna is actually a person who cannot think of harming anybody by his nature. He is sweet, he is madhuram. Completely sweet. He cannot think of harming anybody by his constitution. Getting it? How can he harm anybody? He cannot. On his own, he cannot. He doesn't have that nature at all. It's just our fear, because of association with this Maya, we think Krishna may actually disturb you. You tell him, Sarvadhamam Pradaja, yes, I want to surrender. I will surrender everything. This wallet alone is mine. The money alone mine. Okay, don't touch that money. This is mine. I want to use something. I use it for you only. And also a little bit enjoy here and there. Right? I buy a TV and say, Krishna, this TV is for you. Whatever I see inside is mine. Okay? So, you only give me money. Otherwise, why did you give me money for buying a TV? Right? So, all these things you do. And that's not actually a nice thing. So if you are attached to anything, the attachment will not remove. But if you say that, I don't want this lust, I don't want this anger, please take it. But take everything, then you will actually get it. Many times we are not even prepared for it. So we have to, Prabhupada is telling, please be prepared. If you don't, then I can't do anything. This is the trick that Prabhupada is giving us, how we should be mentally prepared. Now, example given is, whenever actually there is a pool of muddy water, if you want to get clear water, you need to actually add more pure water. The autumnal rains means a lot of water comes and the muddy water is washed off. Pure water is there, then you can see clearly how it is. So even in your life, you want to actually have a pure mind, because pure mind, sattvic mind is important for chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Otherwise, when you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Some of us actually can chant with a pure mind. Some of them will be thinking, so we find it very difficult to accept it. Or what is there in prasadam, I have to go, my mom is not well. So all these things we do. We don't understand everything is handled by the Lord. Who is sick at home? Krishna only is handling every situation. We don't have that faith. We find it very difficult to accept all these things. Right? So when Krishna gives mercy, he clears off everything, then you understand and see as is what is happening in this world. So we have to come to that stage, and that's what Prabhupada is asking us. Now, very, very important point in the purport. A powerful pure devotee, Prabhupada is talking, of the Lord, however, can deliver not only his personal self, but also many others in his association. Prabhupada is very humbly saying that personal self he can deliver. Prabhupada is already Nityasiddha. He has come from the spiritual world. What is liberation for him? He is already liberated eternally. But he is telling a powerful pure devotee of the Lord, however, can deliver not only his personal self, but also many others in his association. We are taking his association now. Look how he is delivering us. He is giving us a message. He is giving us the information. So when you actually hear these words of Prabhupada in the parampara, then you start understanding, wow, this is what it means. So I have to actually make progress. Goal Uttamadhikari. So move Kanishthadhikari, Madhyamadhikari dives towards Uttamadhikari. Mentally be prepared. I want to be Uttamadhikari. If you don't aspire to become a pure devotee of the Lord, how will you become a pure devotee of the Lord? Krishna just fulfills everything. Nityo Nityanam, Chaitanya Chaitanam. Whatever you actually are asking for, you will fulfill. So you decide what you want to become. You want to become a pure devotee, then aspire for it. Then it will come. Now, when Krishna cleans the heart, what happens? A pure devotee of the Lord whose heart has once been cleansed by the process of devotion, that will never relinquishes the lotus feet of the Lord. Krishna, for they fully satisfy him as a traveler is satisfied at home after a troubled journey. That means when somebody travels a lot, I mean, sometimes we go from Mayapur, Vrindavan, many of them go by that ordinary class train. And it's like, these days the normal class train is like a sheep one. Everybody comes, even the sheep also can gather there. So it's so difficult to stay there and eat that food and so much of dust. And you come home, you feel like many of you have not traveled in that. Many of us travel in flights. Flights is much better. And sometimes the delay is there, but still it's much better. But those who travel in the train, hats off to them these days. So you get confused, get frustrated. Like next time I want to go in AC train or at least in, right? But when you come home and you see the people whom you are attached to, the brahmacharis will get attached to the deities. When they come and see the deities, they are very happy. I'm back home, back at your road with my Lord Gopinath, back at your feet, Ramsundar. Like that, so they feel very happy, right? Similarly, a pure devotee of the Lord is very happy that whatever condition they are in, Krishna is happy. So I am also happy. So that mindset comes. Prabhupada's purpose, very, very heavy purpose, very nice. Perfectly cleansed person never quits devotion service. You will never be, whomever comes and tells you whatever happens in your life, day day, dark days, no problem. Yes, Krishna is good. I'm okay with that. So they are very attached to Krishna. Whatever may be their difficulty, all difficulties, even severe ones, is taken as mercy. And such a devotee because they know that it pleases Krishna. Krishna knows what's happening in my life. If it's happening, that means Krishna knows it, he wants it. If it wants it, it's okay. That's fine. I want Krishna, right? Or I want material comfort. I want these things. You don't want it. But we want Krishna. We want, sometimes we feel like we want our near and dear ones also to be with Krishna, right? Someone was telling, yes, Prabhu, actually speaking, I want to go back to Krishna only, but I want to take my family also and go. Take a car, go under the lorry. So that's not the right thing. That's not the right mode. Leave it to the Lord to decide how one has to go. Right? But mindset is that any problem comes, don't quit Krishna consciousness. Problems will come because Krishna will test us very, very badly. Because otherwise, how will you know that you are attached to him? Look at the gopis, how much difficulty. They left their husbands and came out in the middle of the night. In those days, it's actually unheard of. And what will happen? Krishna said, go. What are you doing in the middle of the night? Me here. If somebody comes to you, you'll be in trouble. Said, already trouble has come. All trouble. You only have to say, that's why I actually came here. But that's actually a different conversation that in Canto 1. We'll not get into that here. But amazing, amazing surrender. If you read that carefully from the Parampara, really amazing. When we get that kind of surrender, unimaginable. The devotees don't even care for their future. Many of us care for the future, right? How many of you care for the future? All of us. It's not easy. Conditioned soul. Uttamarika will say, Krishna is there with me all the time. In fact, there was one Pakka Brahmachari devotee by name Vamshidas Swamiji Maharaj. Amazing devotee. He was a contemporary of Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. So he would actually worship Gaur Nitai. Nobody else. Narayana Krishna Balaram, Radha Krishna thing. Gaur Nitai is meant to worship a deity. And sometimes Gaur Nitai would talk to him because he was Uttamadhikari. Nothing, he had only a gopin, that's all. He would eat whatever something he gets, he gives it to the Lord and eat like that. No offering, process, anything. He was Uttamadhikari to the board. And they would say, we want actually, you are not giving us Abhishekam at all, it's been a long time. Abhishekam you want, Gaur Nitai, put like this, go and jump in the river. And he would say, over, enough, once more, enough. Arey Baba, chodo, enough. So he would go and keep them and say, do it and then Aarti, whatever, but then it was so wonderful. And it's the children seeing them as he's a crazy man. They would throw stones. They would throw stones at him. It would hurt him. And he would look at the children and say, Kanna, Krishna, if you play like this, I will compare to your mother Yashoda. You are looking at Krishna was doing everything for him. Not these kids. So that's Uttamadhikari. We are not there, we should not imitate. But we should understand this stage is very difficult to attain. Unless we are serious, you will not get it. So such persons will not actually even look for future. Krishna will take it. It's now my responsibility to take it. He created me, right? Who is supposed to actually take it? Krishna. But unfortunately, we are not ready to give our independence to the Lord. That is why we are not able to clean our heart. So when you start begging, please, I am not yet there, but you carefully clean my heart. When you go to the dentist especially, I always tell the doctor, That's, do it carefully, I have a very sensitive tooth. And still they say they talk and put inside and pain like anything. Right? So it's like that. Ask Krishna, open your heart to the Lord and speak to Him. This is my problem. I want to come back to you. Please take care. It will happen. It's just a matter of time. No. Sometimes brahmacharis who come to me, Prabhu, I want to get married. I said, why? Brahmacharis in the old age, who will take care of them? I'm married, at least somebody will be there. Big Maya. After understanding all the the girls also think that the husband will take it. The husband thinks the girls will take it. Both of them, when they are old, no, you can't even lift this karta. They will take care. Krishna only takes care. But unfortunately, we have a big misunderstanding that brahmacharis are poor brahmacharis. Who will take care? Actually, only they, because they are depending on Krishna, Krishna will take care of them. If the grahasthas don't take shelter of Krishna, you're not going to get any help. You're going to suffer more. So take shelter of Krishna when it is possible. Yeah. As I said, like the traveler actually meets the family. If we come back and see our own deities at home, thank you, my Lord, thank you for giving me the shelter of Mayapur. I'm back again. So your mercy, I was able to go. So when you share the deities like that, when you speak to the deities, that means you actually say Krishna as the family. This is actually what we are to cultivate in life. Right? And last slide. I have a few minutes. Importance of hearing. Srila Prabhupada is sharing Krishna to us through his books. So we have to actually spend time hearing about Srimad Bhagavatam and learn these tricks and become serious and try to follow it. Devotion and attention. Okay? Try to get out of attachment and materialistic lifestyle. If you think that I want to ask you, why you are telling me about this? Ambarish Maharaj was very rich. Right? Yeah, you are very rich, but you are not in this Kali Yuga, first of all. And so many things are there, you are not getting into it. But you want that. Someone next came and told me, Prabhu, I am very inspired by Bali Maharaj, but I want a wife like Vidyavali. I mean, when Bali Maharaj was giving everything to Lord Vaman there, everybody was saying, don't do this, don't do this. Vidyavali actually said, yes, please give it. Because, and he actually prayed to Bali Maharaj, Vaman there, my husband is actually Asura. Okay, he doesn't understand these things. You please bestow his causes, your causes mercy on him. Right? Because Vaman there said, 2 steps you are given. Where is the third step? Vidyavali told that his head is there. Right? And she inspired him. So this fellow was very inspired by Vidyavali. He said, Prabhu, can you get me a girl like Vidyavali? Are you Bali Maharaj? We are better than giving considering giving money. Right? That they don't want to do. Right? But they want all the good features of past. Right? But don't be like that. Right? Learn all these things and with Prabhupada's mercy, you make progress. 2 stories. Prabhupada met a newly married couple. Okay? Sweden. And the husband was a great book distributor. So Prabhupada asked him, so how is your book distribution? He said, very nice. I'm able to distribute at least 10 to 20 books every day. Before that I will not take food. So that much serious we are. So Prabhupada. And he said, okay, you are distributing, are you reading anything? My books. And the husband said, yes, Prabhupada, I finished my first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. That time only 4 cantos were there. First canto finished. Prabhupada said, very nice, continue it. And he turned over to Mataji. He said, what are you doing? What books have you read? And Mataji said, I don't like reading books. Okay. But I like to do service. Prabhupada said, Acha, okay, fine. He didn't say that you were in Maya, you should read and all. Then after that she said, but I like your Krishna book because only stories are there. He said, yes, I also read Krishna book. I also like Krishna book. So he encouraged her to read Krishna book. Yes. So we may not be able to read Prabhupada's book so much, but you can hear. So hear regularly. Regularly means at least once a day. If you can hear more, then you are in the right track. You will be reminded again and again that you are in the wrong place, you have to go to the right place. Then your chanting will become better. Getting it? Then one lady asked Prabhupada that this was in Mexico, long back 1974 I think. How can we be fixed up in Krishna consciousness? Because Prabhupada gave a lecture and the devotee was very happy, all of them were very happy, and they said, we want to follow Krishna consciousness. How many of you want to follow Krishna consciousness? We all want to, right? Because Krishna is watching. If you raise your hand, he said, okay, you want to follow Krishna. So all of them lifted hands and then we were very happy. One Mataji actually asked this question, how do we be fixed up in Krishna consciousness? that we don't leave it, we don't make progress all the time. Prabhupada actually quoted Rupa Goswami and gave the answer. Very amazing answer, which is very relevant to all of us. He said, Utsaha, Nishyas and Dhyaya. These three are very, very important to follow in life. What does it mean? First step, enthusiasm. Meaning, serve, even if you don't like. Prabhu actually has set up this 6 o'clock, come here and chant Hare Krishna. You don't like it. Please do it. In the beginning it may be difficult. But if you don't do it, how will you show that you love Krishna? How will you show your seriousness? Right? Sometimes it's like very boring, yeah. I mean, I have to come for eating prasadam for sure. Prasadam I can't forget. If you go directly to prasadam, they'll look up and down. What are 15 minutes, 20 minutes to recover, something they'll speak every day, one joke will be there. So I will go and sit for some time. Don't be that mindset. So they are painstakingly, Mataji and Prabhu actually have set up this whole thing. So take the opportunity. Be serious. Attend this from 6 o'clock. One full week, maybe 8 bar. Do that. The boys should do every day, okay? Don't do it. Especially those who are not married, they should actually be more serious because you don't have anything else. No lion, no Durga Mata. So free actually. Please do it. Sir, this is called enthusiasm. Yeah? Then be confident. This is Nishchaya. Hare Krishna. I am confident I will speak without the mic. I think amazing punctuality in the center. It's 9:19, okay? Thank you. Hare Krishna. Few more minutes, okay? Even the instrument are so that's our role. 2 more minutes. Confident. Be confident that this process will work. Don't think that, oh, is it born in a Brahmin family, they are very rich people, they can follow it, that's why they're actually progressing. My wife is actually Pulan Devi then my husband is not okay, right? Many, my child always cries all the time. Don't give reasons. You want Krishna, do it, just do it. Okay, Krishna will take care of this. There may be difficulties in the beginning, but eventually Krishna will protect you. But again, take guidance on the Senior Vaishnavas. Don't Prabhuji ne bola mere ko sannyas lena hai karke, then you actually take one stick and go out on the road. Don't do that. That will not work. Take guidance from Senior Vaishnavas and do it, but do it seriously. If you really want Krishna, you have to work hard. It doesn't happen automatically. Be confident this will work. Krishna has not come to deliver 5 people. He has come to deliver everybody. Right? He will deliver me also. Have that trust, have that faith. Avashya Krishna, Krishna will deliver me. But I have to show that he has to deliver me. Right? Don't take things for granted. Try your best. One time, a group of devotees were traveling with Prabhupada. Going with Prabhupada is an amazing thing. Just like going with Guruma, no other work, just go with Yatra. And Guruma is coming with you. Amazing. So these devotees were traveling from Ireland to Australia. They all went. Heavy jet lag, 14 hours difference, right? They are ahead of, Australia is ahead, Ireland is behind. So they all went there and they said next day morning, no one woke up. Prabhupada as usual got up at 4:35 and started translating books and things like that. 10 a.m. no one I got up. Prabhupada actually rang his bell and called his servant. Servant was actually doing the exact thing as Prabhupada. Said, where are the devotees? Said, Prabhupada, they are very tired, they are actually sleeping. Said, what? I didn't actually ask you to come and sleep like this. This is not actually the way to life. You have to actually become serious. Otherwise, how will you show that Krishna, that I'm really serious to come back? What is this? This is not actually the way Prabhupada actually really tried. Prabhupada just call all of them. So everyone, Mataji, Prabhupada called. They all came. They all trying to look with whatever. They hadn't even brushed their teeth. They came and Prabhupada said, this is not okay. We were not supposed to do this. And Prabhupada said, this is the time to chant Hare Krishna. You get up at 10 o'clock, what is the big deal? You don't have anything else to do. You are not like the Karmis. Karmis are far better. People get up at 4 a.m. and then travel 20 kilometers and then work and come. They are hard to achieve something. You people are relaxed, eat nicely and then sleep like this. Karmis are far better than you. And you one thing, another time actually scolded a sannyasi. Yeah, you are worse than a prostitute, he said. And the devotee actually looked at me, Prabhupada, I am a sannyasi. How is that I am worse than a prostitute? A prostitute is a mode of passion, you are in a mode of ignorance. What are you speaking like this? Why did he give up everything for that? So it was very heavy. So he told all the devotees, you have to chant Hare Krishna. And Prabhupada, it's not possible, Prabhupada, give us some mercy. And he said, no, do it. I am able to do it. Why are you not able to do it? They waited for Prabhupada to ask that question. Prabhupada, you are transcendental. You can do it. We can't do it. Prabhupada asked them, why are you not transcendental? So they knew that Prabhupada is not going to let them go. They struggled, they said, like, go, brush your teeth, everything, come back and chant. So they all chanting Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. They're doing like that. Prabhupada did not scold them. Prabhupada wanted them to make endeavor. Just because someone actually is in a better position, they have better fortune, they have better health, better talent, better karma, they are able to do it. You don't have all those things. Don't show that as a finger saying that they are better off, they can do it. They have big cars, they go here and there, have to come 20 kilometers, take a bus and come. Don't give reasons. Try. Not able to come, at least once in a month you come. Somewhere show Krishna that I want to become serious. Then you pray, he will give everything else. Krishna can give the whole world for us. But are we ready? The question. So show that. And the last one is basically have patience. Don't actually, Namaruchi will take time. Don't expect every day morning that Prabhuji, when will I become pure devotee, when will I chant Hare Krishna, when will I cry? May happen this lifetime, may happen next lifetime, may happen 200 lifetime, we don't know. That you leave it to Krishna. Otherwise every day I go and see in front of the mirror and say, Shankar Chakra to abhi nahi aaya, thoda naya time. Don't do that in front of the mirror. It's not going to come. It won't happen like that. Because we have to understand that all the Kanisha Adhikaris, what and all you are not thinking, what is all bad, that we don't say. What we are doing good alone. How much Krishna is giving us every day, how much mercy he is giving every day, that we don't actually think at all. What he has not fulfilled only we think. Where we show gratitude. So be grateful to the Lord. Be grateful to Guru, to Prabhupada for what we are given. Then they will give us more. Getting it? So these three things we actually, just these three things to start with. Okay? Enthusiasm, confidence and patience. And again, attention in Bhagavatam class, devotion, everything is important. You keep hearing, you will keep forgetting. Keep hearing, forgetting. Someday you'll actually be able to remember everything and follow it. Right? But don't lose hope. Have faith. Krishna came to deliver all of us. Just that you have to be in this group. And take shelter of the leaders here, their teams, and you will definitely make progress. And you can also expand this, give others shelter. Yeah? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So do this. Thank you so much. 5 minutes is there. Questions, please, if you have anything. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful to be back here again. I always like Prabhu. Yes, Mati.
Prabhuji, when you say hearing, so hearing means reading. I mean, like, if supposedly we are getting time every day for reading but not hearing. Because hearing, sometimes, you tend to sleep. I'm talking about. So you tend to sleep, or sometimes you see, like what you say, when you're doing some other work, then the focus is not there. So every day reading would be equivalent to hearing, or hearing specifically we need to pick up.
Reading Srila Prabhupada's books. Reading is a form of hearing. Reading Srila Prabhupada's books also, okay, whatever works for you, do that. Hearing from Prabhupada or your Guru Maharaj, that also works. Do whatever works for you. Okay. Because I have seen sometimes actually when you're very tired, open the book, the same line will read again and again and again and again and again. And then you are all around this bottom, then what you expecting? Because you are tired. Right? When you actually read that, first of all, sometimes the meaning itself is very difficult to understand. What is Prabhupada trying to convey? See, whatever we read today, if you read it on your own, you will get different meanings. Some acharyas actually have explained it in a better way. Then when they hear of this, oh, this is what it means. Then my sure, I never knew that because I am using my talent and not even going to Krishna. Sometimes I always tell like Krishna's mercy I am able to give, but then it's mine. If I have to give to a place where I am Gila or that kind of situation comes, then that is mercy. If you are able to speak like that, that's mercy. Otherwise, it's your own talent. You are cooking for a few people, it's your own talent. Where are you taking shelter of Krishna? Still, if you tell the Lord, I am not qualified, please help me, then that's good. But be genuine there. How many of us do that? Before chanting, how many of us remember the Lord? How many of us ask Prabhupada, Hare Krishna, So, this is not acceptable. Pray to Prabhupada, pray to Gauranga. Thank you for giving me an opportunity again. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to attend Mangalarti again. Please make me pure. I want to actually please all of you. Please help me. Do that as the beginning thing in your life. then the full day you will actually think about, I'm really not qualified for this service. Somebody is giving me this, Prabhupada's mercy, Guru's mercy. Then you will actually come to that stage. Then when you call Krishna, Akinchan Gochara, Krishna will actually respond back. Getting it? Does it help you? Yeah, that's what you should do. Thank you. What else? Yeah.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, like for we were discussing complete dependence, like that sloka of the Maharaj.
Yes.
So,
Janma Ishvashita Shri.
yes, yes. So, Prabhuji, like what mind says sometimes, like whatever we have heard, like in ISKCON, that 99% our endeavor, 1% Krishna's mercy. Like, who told you so? Like the mind says that when we come,
Mind says, okay.
Krishna, he, please help me like that so that I can do my work. Sometimes if you are very much ill or like that, then it says that every time why we are so much dependent, we should do our own effort. Then Krishna will be more pleased rather than asking him to help, support, all those things. So, but how to create that consciousness to get dependence on Krishna? So
Okay.
then hustle and hustle is there.
Good question. Yes, yes. Many times actually you say mercy, mercy, but I'm not saying that you ask for mercy and you don't do your work. I'm telling you, you do your work, but then ask the Lord to help also. See, because Krishna is telling that, Tasmat Kalvesh Kaleshu, Mam Anusmara Yudhyacha. He didn't say, Arey, awesome chariot I have, sit back and relax, I will take everything. No. He actually said you have to fight. Tasmat Kalvesh Kaleshu, Mam Anusmara Yudhyacha. But remember me and fight. Right? We have to work hard, definitely. But you have to take shelter of the Holy Name, take shelter of Guru, Gauranga, Prabhupada. Right? When you take that shelter, then you will feel the dependence on the Lord. Whatever activities you are doing, it's not your own effort. By Guru's mercy it's coming. But you will still work hard for it. It's not that, see, the thing is you start giving credit to the Lord for everything. Otherwise, your talent will always disturb you. You can't call the Lord very feelingly. Getting it? Yes, bro, you can say something. Yes. Yeah, that's what it is. You have to work hard, but give credit to the Lord and Guru, always. But from the beginning, sometimes many people say Guru's mercy, but I have never taken shelter of Guru. I never actually, I just use my talent all the time. When you actually are hitting the glass ceiling, you are not able to make progress. You are trying everything. I've heard all the lectures, I've done everything, I've tried everything, still I'm not able to control my senses. Then who will come to your rescue? Krishna only will come to your rescue. You have to take shelter of him. Saying that please help me. First time you will do, then you will actually still fail. Keep asking him. You will fail. Someday you will feel comfort, what you call compassion. Actually make you feel that empowerment. Many of the acharyas today, our spiritual masters are not all born in great families. Many of them are hippies. They have broken all the great principles like eating idli vada in South India every day. How did they become like this? It's because they took shelter. Prabhupada take shelter, they took shelter of deities. And they became so exalted. We can also become like that, but they become complacent. We are taking things for granted. They say, Arey, enthusiasm, leave it. Confidence you get. I don't even have hope that I'll go back to God. No, don't think like that. Say that I will go back to God, but I have to show Krishna that I'm very interested. Yeah, that's very important. If you do these three things in your life, then it's possible that you come to the stage of begging all the time. You don't be in your comfort zone. Get out of comfort zone. Because comfort zone is you lose your talent. Right? Do something more. You know that actually I can go and preach to 2 people. Think about I'll preach to 5 people. Then you start praying to Prabhupada. In every activity you do it like that. Then you come out of your comfort zone. Prabhupada created such a comfort situation for all the acharyas. They all stayed in difficult conditions. In fact, in Germany it is said, Sachidananda Maharaj and many other devotees would actually go outside and get a block of ice, keep it inside the temple for half an hour. Then once the ice is melted, they will take a bath and come for Mangalarati. Can you imagine? Imagine our condition. Ice melting and they are taking bath. This is crazy. I can't imagine. It's there actually. Prabhupada in Germany also. My Vedavyas Prabhu, not Maharaj. He's Sachidananda Maharaj's brother. He is written like this, like the devotees, all of them, some 20, 30 devotees were there in Germany those days. They would go outside, normal day because it's snowing, they would get a block of ice because they open the tap, water won't come because everything is become ice. Right? They go get that, melt it, take a bath and attend Mangalarati. I can't imagine how did they do this. No wonder they are like this today. Everybody, is only Radha Maharaj also was not any less. You wonder what difficulties, he still stayed there alone. Every sannyasi actually had really gone through that kind of a serious surrender to the Lord. That is out of comfort zone. So they take shelter, please help me. We can also do it. Right? But take guidance and do it. Don't do some crazy thing. Right? Because I've seen some devotees doing all this thing. They say, Prabhu, I have given up everything. I am actually a Babaji. They want don't grow and come. But then they focus on who's come, who's not come. That mindset. Don't imitate. Take guidance. Yeah? Okay, bro. Yes. You want to make a point?
Yes, I have to ask you.
Okay. You should not be asking. No, Gopal.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for a beautiful class, especially materially exhaustive what you shared. You made my this whole week I get contemplate on what you just said.
Yeah.
I had one question, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
You were mentioning about how sometimes karmis seem to be more hardworking than sometimes devotees also.
Yeah.
I think even in 7th Canto, Narada Muni says, see the tapasya of Hiranyakashipu.
Yeah.
Even devotees can't do this kind of. So what is the reason that happens? Is it because of that immature understanding that Krishna will take care, or are we trying to justify our laziness? Why is it that, like I'm talking about myself, as devotees we tend to be more, lax compared to even non-devotees?
Because we used, especially in Kali Yuga, we used to immediate things, fast food, fast, everything, right? If everybody says the same thing, in our general experience also it's like that. People outside actually are using only bullock cart. अरे वाराणसी जा रहा हूँ, 1 महीना जाएगा, okay. Now we go fast, morning, evening, you are coming back and things like that. Then everything, even in office people say, I remember when I joined 20 years back, if my project manager comes and tells me this is a project, I will actually do it for 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, aram se, right? Nowadays people finish in 1 week and say, एक sprint में खत्म हो गया, और कुछ दे दो. It's like video game, right? You are upgraded to the next stage, then you actually go to the next stage and play like that. Every now and then they want immediate things. So if you do that, the same thing comes here also. So we want immediate effect, and you will not get that immediate effect because the eternal truth won't change. You still, because your Kali Yuga doesn't mean that things will be done. You still have to put that effort. Correct? We are not getting the result immediately, so we take it for, आजकल तो नहीं आने वाला है. Unless Parikshit Maharaj situation comes to you, no, doctor says, liver gaya, heart is not working, only 20% working, then you become serious. अरे मैं जाने वाला हूँ, parent बनने वाला है. Then you actually start becoming serious and go Vrindavan, go over there under the tree, you sit and chant and things like that. Right? Suddenly you become so denounced Babaji. Till then, where was it? Right? That's why you need to have serious devotee association. When you actually seriously see all these devotees really struggling hard like that, you will also get confused. I should also do something. I'm not doing anything. Then you surrender. When I want to do it, but I'm not able to do it, please help me. Then you take shelter from Prabhupada. Otherwise, you will not take shelter. Getting it? This is the reason. Because everything, someone was selling ambulance comes here, but pizza comes very fast. Right? Like that, that's everything is immediate we want. Instantly we want. And if you are in that mindset, instantly you want Krishna consciousness, you are not willing to pay the price. That's all. Okay? One question from Mataji if you have anybody, otherwise already time up. Prasadam time. I'm eating Prasadam time. No questions? Thank you. Yes, ma'am. One more? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Maybe last one. Yes.
Prabhuji, thank you so much. Thank you so for the lecture.
That's okay.
I'm learning that's how you should do it. So this thing is, in case you see all the devotees, like all the pure devotees and all, they have went through so much struggle and all, and then I'm like, is it necessary that we have? Should we be expecting a lot of struggle to become a better devotee?
Very nice.
Like, how do you see this? Like, in case problems will keep, as you say, problems will keep on coming. So we should anticipate them, be ready for them.
Yes, very simple. This is actually the eternal principle of love. Okay. Even at home also same thing happens. Imagine the husband works hard in the office and comes. Okay. and the wife is sleeping. Right? And then comes a hungry and I've been mighty banana kalo. How much will he show affection towards you? Or you actually are working hard, cooking so many dishes for the person. That person is actually not working at all. He's being laid off, but he's not even endeavoring. Aram say 10 o'clock he'll get up, immediately ask for food, not even take a bath. Will you be inspired, sir? You'll feel bad, right? But when you see somebody struggling hard, you feel compassion for that person. That he is actually doing something to love me. Then why are they doing so? They are serving me. Prabhupada always says service is actually a symptom of love. When they serve, then naturally you get love. Right? Krishna also sees the same thing. It's the eternal principle. Are we really struggling hard to serve me? Then I actually see. Actually speaking, it does not need all these things. It's because we are attached to all these stupid material things, right? To remove that, we have to work hard. It doesn't go on its own. It doesn't go on its own. It just keeps increasing. You actually associating with some material things that doesn't even go. It will keep. For example, I am attached to say my mobile phone, right? After this mobile phone, I promise I'm not going to buy another mobile phone. Let it come as much as 3-4 years will go. After that, can you be without the mobile phone? But you promised. Correct? You promised. So, where is the promise? Gone. Unless somebody snatches and don't give you a mobile phone, you will not do it. Similarly, everything which you get attached, our husband, things like that, it's very difficult to give. Sometimes people actually get disturbed. They come to me, Prabhu, I am not happy with this boy, I'm not happy with this girl, and then they divorce in 3 years. And then good, you got experience, now dedicate yourself to Krishna. No, I want somebody else. I'm not able to actually be like this. I'm finding it difficult. It's not a wrong thing, but it's just an eternal principle that we are materially too attached, and Krishna has to force us to get out of it. And that's why it appears like it's so much of struggle. If you are naturally willing that I'm not attached to Krishna, I only want you, please remove all those things, you will not have any problems. You will be naturally detached. You will find some people are naturally detached. Oh, because in the previous life they have practiced something, this lifetime is like, how can you be like this? How can you sleep with the newspaper in the railway station? It's something Krishna creation. Not everybody of us can do it. Right? Like that. Does it help you? Yeah. It's true. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm happy to be with all of you. Please follow his team's guidance. Mataji is there. Take the guidance and progress. Next time when I come, I want to see more of you. Right? And every time I come, I see a few new faces. Where is the others? Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.